Every celebrity or star that you've ever seen, that status has been manufactured by someone. Could even be manufactured by themselves. Just how do they do that though? How does a person turn someone into a celebrity or a star? Well, in this video, I'm going to show you some of the things that I've read, seen, witnessed that has turned average people into celebrities and stars. Stick around and you might just learn something. What does it take to become a celebrity or star or social media guru? Well, it comes down to a lot of different things, but the number one thing is noise. You need to put yourself out there and create as much noise as possible. The people in Hollywood, they have a lot of people making noise for them. You see, when there's a big budget behind a movie and they put themselves out there on camera, and then that studio or that network advertises them, their goal is to make that person a star, a celebrity. Because if that person's a star, that increases the validity of the show or the movie they're in. The same thing with the bands. Boy bands out there. Oh man, it's unbelievable what your behind the scenes look, if you read enough books and you watch enough content, what they do to actually make these people stars. You know, these agencies, these different groups tell them what to dress in, you know, how to dress, what to say, where to go, to increase their exposure as much as possible or increase their audience as much as possible. Now, entrepreneurs, we do not have that luxury. Maybe especially if you started from zero like me, you don't have the networks, the wealth, the connections, whatever it is to get the eyes of the public as much, let's just say, as people who have a big budget to do so. So how do you do it? Number one, best way to do this is to believe that what you're doing is worthy of attention. You really do need to believe what you're doing deserves attention. People come to me all the time saying, listen, I want to get my business out there, but I'm not an expert. I'm not as good as this person. I'm not as educated as this person. I'm not. If you don't believe it, other people will not believe it either. So you need to accept it and want it and know that what you have is good enough for the other people to see. So you have to believe it first. If you don't believe it, you're not going to get on camera. You're not going to write books. You're not going to write blogs. You're not going to crave the attention that your business deserves in order to succeed. So you're going to want it. You have to know it's worth it. Second thing is that everything you do when you put yourself out there, it has to be on a consistent manner. You can't do it once and then go away for 6 months or 3 weeks or a year. It has to be very, very consistent. You have to be constantly putting stuff out there. Networks, boy bands, movies, they're constantly in your face, whether it's on YouTube or through the radio or on TV. They're constantly reminding you that this person is a star. This person's worthy of your attention. This person's great. Interviews with networks. All of this is done very strategically. So what you need to do is create this, belief. Next thing is keep doing it consistently, putting yourself out there, interviewing others, getting people to interview you, getting people to hire you to do their speaking events. And it's not just getting speaking events, but it's what you do with the content that you get from the speaking event. Whether it's the pictures or video or just sound clips, it's what you do with every opportunity is really what matters. And it's constantly putting content out there. I try to post at least once a day on Facebook and Instagram. To be honest with you, there are a lot of people doing way more than that. In order to beat these people out there, I'll probably have to keep doing 2 or 3 posts every day. So it does take time to get to that consistent manner because I got so much else going on. But what you need to do is get started consistently putting stuff out there, creating your own celebrity status by being in the public eye non-stop. Third thing is possibly putting on shows, your own shows. And I don't say that just through video or through YouTube or whatever, but book signings. How do you create celebrity status? You have to prop yourself up in a way that you are the star of your own world, your own show. If you put out into the world that you're doing a book signing at this event, or going here and doing this, or you're giving away free books here, you're going here to speak, and you're also giving away, what you're doing there is having something to promote. And if you have something to promote, like a book signing or a book, you're able to put yourself out there and say, I have something that I'm willing to give you consistently, and I have something to promote 24/7. Movie stars, they go on talk shows. What do? They're promoting a show or a movie. Bands go on to display a new album, all right? And what does that do? It's promoting a new album to get increased sales. Everything is drawn back to a business. The other thing that happens is a band puts out a new album. The Beatles, do you know what the Beatles did whenever they came back from their big successful first tour? They went right back to the studio and created another album. And they would put another new album out every 6 months. Why would they do that if they're already on top of the world? They needed something to promote at all times, to stay riding the wave, to keep rolling and getting the attention. So always having something to promote, like a book signing, like a book, like a course or whatever, just to keep putting yourself out there in every which way. The other thing is getting in the conversation with other big names, whether it's going to events or whether it's talking to them directly, getting in the circles of other big names that are doing other big things. If you are mentioned in the same breath or sentence as other big names, all of a sudden it becomes a very trendy topic. Your name keeps coming up whenever people start saying things about Grant Cardone or Brad Lee or you name it, Tony Robbins. If you can get into certain big circles, maybe not that big in the beginning, but other big circles. So you really do need to be tied to their names also, whether it's putting yourself out there manually, doing work for other people, or putting yourself in your blogs, whatever, just like Tony Robbins, or I'm just like Grant Cardone, or here's how I do things, and I was at this event and I got to see Gary Vaynerchuk. Being in the vicinity of these big names will rub off on you. And the other thing is, whenever you're putting yourself out there to manufacture celebrity status, it all goes back to the expertise. You are going to be the expert. You are the person that people believe in. You are the person that is the answer to their problems. We always remember the people who cured us from this problem or took away this pain. You want to be that person that makes people feel good. If you think about all the actors or musicians out there that really make it big, what are they really doing? They're putting out content. Either it's memorable and makes people laugh, or makes people love it, or makes people, just feel good inside. The stuff that you're putting out there, celebrity status, it's not just about the motivation behind it, but are you able to do certain things for them that no other person can? You got to be different. You have to stand out in some way. These videos that I do right now, I'm trying to make them look and feel different than what you see out there right now. You have to stand alone. You have to be the person that really does have their own personal niche, their own personal brand. So when people mention your name, you are in a different category than the people that maybe are in the same industry. So when you're manufacturing whatever you are trying to become, remember, you are the go-to person. Believe it. Put it out there. Make sure you have a great product or service. Be a student of your craft. Never, ever, ever slow down on what you're trying to do, because you have to keep getting better and better and better. The greatest actors out there don't just create one movie. They create many, 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 many movies. So it's not just about a one book routine. It's not just about one song. It's not just about one show. It's a consistent thing that you have to keep doing different approaches. Not just be an expert on Instagram, not just be an expert on Facebook, but be an expert whenever it comes to business in general, and putting stuff out there that is going to give people good feeling, but also educate them. Expertise in solving someone's problem will elevate you to a level that other people are going to be drawn to. Manufacture your celebrity or stardom starting today by playing the part. Book signings, consistent approach, videos, constant activity, putting yourself in the network of other stars and celebrities. Put books out there that are going to live on forever. And eventually, your own celebrity or stardom, it's going to take off. Stay at it. And if you have any questions, if you got any content you loved from this video, or anything that you want to share out into the world, I would really appreciate if you like it and share it. It means a lot to me. Stay tuned for more. I'm going to give you more tips, information on how to brand yourself, market yourself, or also increase that startup business for anyone who started from zero.